What's good? What's good in the hood, baby? What's up? Representing my little cuz quarterback from for Ole Miss. Y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? The pros looking at him. He the next Shador. 11-1 for the season. Number 6 on the list of candidates for the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know. And let me add to he won the Egg Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That was last Saturday. They beat Mississippi State. And we're gonna find out tomorrow who they gonna play. You know. Okay. You ain't got you ain't gotta believe me. Look what number 6 say. Trinidad Chambliss. Let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure y'all see what you see. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to figure out what team would he be a good fit for. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now New Orleans would be a good fit for him. You know. All right, let me show y'all some footage of the Egg Bowl. That he won last week. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Little cuz right there. Let's go. We see you in the draft, baby. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. He going 1, 2, 3. He shouldn't go no later than the 3rd round. Let's go. Y'all see it. You see it. You see it. Y'all see it. Yeah. Y'all see it. For sure. You see it. That's the Egg Bowl. They beat Mississippi State. That's the school Dak Prescott went to. Let's go. Little cuz. Y'all see it? Yes, sir. Little cuz right there. Y'all tap in. What team would he be a good fit for? The light glaring on it. Yes, sir. Oxford, Mississippi. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's how we giving it up. We giving it up. You know what I'm saying? So the latest drama about Ole Miss is uh the coach just accepted the head coach job at LSU, and you know what was so wrong about that was he not gonna be there to coach the team in the playoffs, and that kind of spoil their chances of getting to the chip. But the next coach up, you know, the deputy coach, you know what I'm saying? And I really believe Giffen would be on the phone or be in his earpiece still running the play. Like when Biden was in office, okay, Obama was still running the country. I mean, I'm just saying. We already know what it was, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. So how about, you know, they win this title, and then he go to LSU and win a title, and then he come back. Get your money. I ain't mad about nobody getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Everything is fickle out here. When you're an athlete and you in shape, you not hurt, you giving up some good stats, you get your money. Because all it takes is one injury and your stock start going down. And they don't care about nothing about what you did previous. It's about what you doing for me lately. They be on some Janet Jackson. You feel me? So yeah, just like Terry McLaurin gave us 6 seasons, not hurt, thousand yard years within that 6 years, wasn't hurt, delivered, and they gonna bring Debo Samuels that done had 2 surgeries on his knee and then pay his contract. And he like, oh, y'all gonna bring dude here in front of me? Are you serious? Well, I'll sit out the training camp and let my agent shop around what I'm worth. He wanted 100 million. They want to pay him 50, 40, 60. Like, nah, bro. You gonna pay that man his contract. I want my contract. I want 100 mil. So he sat out the whole summer camp. Now him and Daniels don't have no kind of chemistry. So now Debo got all the reps saying, I'm like, Debo wasn't gonna make it through the whole season. And that's just my opinion. And then honestly, they let a lot of the key players go. I'm like, man, look, straight up. Just like when Baltimore won the championship with Flacco, they had the best team, offense and defense. Them guys wanted a pay raise and they was faking and didn't want to get them guys a raise. So they dismantled the whole team. It took them 10 years to get back. They could have repeated at least 3 times with the team that they had. So we had a magical year last year with Daniels being a rookie. Everybody was in sync. You don't get rid of a team like that. Pay these guys. They got the money. Commanders got the money. Now we don't even make the playoffs. And we was one game away last year from the Super Bowl. Make that make sense. It don't make sense. Now we can't control injuries, but we had the personnel to, we was all good with what we had. We need to get the secondary on point, the safeties and the corners, and we was good. Everything else was clicking. You don't get away, you don't get rid of what is working. Sometimes you overthink and you over strategize. Just keep it simple. What's the saying? If it ain't broke, it ain't fit. Don't fix it. Leave it alone. Now we ain't going to the playoffs. And we was one game away from the Super Bowl. Come on, Slim. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Come on, man. Stop playing, Slim. You know? Yeah, my cousin Kyle trying to get his jersey. I told him, Go on the website of the school gift shop. You know what I'm saying? You need to hurry up because his jersey selling like hotcakes. He the new flavor in town. He the new sheriff in town. You feel me? So yeah. Hold on. We gotta get official. Hold on. We gotta get official. We ain't playing with y'all. Let me come about. I just came from outside and I had a great day, riding around in DC at all my spots that I hit. I got a cabaret tonight. My cousin Cherie is having a cabaret, and my wife already in the bed, so she don't want to go. I ain't even gonna wake up. You know what I'm saying? She like, leave me alone. When she get in the bed, I already know what that means. Like, leave her alone. She ain't trying to do nothing. And she been out all day too. So, it's like we early risers, so we get out early and get back in for the evening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we giving it up. This how we giving it up. Yes, sir. And just so y'all know, this like the second Chambliss that done made it, to see the big lights. You feel me? We had Chris Chambliss, my cousin in the 70s. That's my grandfather cousin son. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull that up for y'all, man. Just to let y'all know how deep this go. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know. This thing go real deep. This thing go deep, man. Bloodline. Chris Chambliss. He won the World Series for the Yankees.
Chris Chambliss has won
1975. Let's go. We do this. We do this. We done won at all levels. Pro, college, high school, AAU, we win at all levels. That Chambliss name is everywhere. Solidified, official. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to see that again. Let me give you another dose. Just for those that's slow. Folks in the back that didn't hear it or see it.
Chris Chambliss has won the American League pennant for the New York Yankees. A thrilling, dramatic game with overtones of that.
He won the World Series, and he got 3 rings. That's my cousin right there.
What a way for the American League season to end. A spunky young
That's my fam.
team. Look at them, Bob, Chris
We do this.
What a season he has had. What a series he has had.
We do this. I think we can handle one more time.
Mark Littell delivers high drive. Hits it right center field. That's gone. It is. No. Chris Chambliss has won the American League pennant for the New York Yankees. A thrilling, dramatic game with overtones of that great 6th game in the World Series a year ago, and then the 7th game too. What a way for the American League season to end. A spunky young Kansas City team. Look at them, Bob, Chris Chambliss. What a season he has had. What a series he has had.
He knocking jokers down. Try and get up out of there. Yeah. Let's go. Let's keep the party going. Let's look at some Trinidad footage. But let's see what the analyst saying about him. Don't take my word for it. Let's listen to the analysts, folks that study and follow sports.
Apparently, I can.
Who's that? Yes, sir. Got this joint in yesterday.
Home game of 2025, and the Rebels at 8-1 playing host to the Citadel Bulldogs out of the Southern Conference in Charleston, South Carolina. 4-5 on the season. We are coming down the home stretch as you're watching the SEC on ESPN. First down at 10. Eighth play of this drive. Opening drive of the game. There goes Wallace with the reception, breaks the tackle. Another one. He's down to the 10-yard line. They will hand it to Kewan Lacey. He's in for the touchdown. His 14th of the year. He came in leading the Southeastern Conference second in all.
Chambliss or Lacey is the duo right there. Let's go.
Chambliss converts again. Out to midfield. Watkins. That'll be a gain of 17 for Watkins. 3rd and 7, pass caught. Lacey breaks some tackles. He's inside the 30, down to the 25,
Lacey a beast.
24-yard line. Lacey breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. This one comes from 15 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Chambliss has a wide open Winston Watkins.
The new Shador. The new Shador. Let's go.
Chambliss looking to throw. Ball's tapped and batted around and caught for a touchdown.
Let's go.
Winston Watkins from 11 yards.
What team you think he going to?
After it hit a couple of different players.
I like to see him in Atlanta. Let's go.
On first down, Chambliss stands there, throws toward the end zone, pass caught, touchdown, Caden Lee. 22 yards on the reception.
Let's go. TC. Trinidad Chambliss. Let's go.
Right away. Princewill Umamielen. Get that out correctly.
Yeah.
Making the tackle.
Let's go.
They'll give him the handoff. Try to get the end zone again. Does he get in? Touchdown. He has just tied the open season rushing touchdown record.
Come on, Sam.
With John Judkins.
This is what we do.
Oh, and a big collision in the backfield as Kobe Tompkins is hit by Sage Ryan. The first one there, that'll be a loss of 10. The third quarter at quarterback. Logan Diggs will start at running back, but they will throw it here. Pass is caught. That one goes to Caleb Odom. Caleb still on his feet. Caleb inside the 20 and finally pushed out of bounds.
Let's go.
Inside the 15, down at the 13 by Cale Williams. A gain of 38 yards. They'll throw it again. Same play, and it works this time. At first, you don't succeed. You know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Try again.
So Odom with that touchdown catch, his second.
Let's go. Let's go.
They went with Graves, Phillips, and it did not work.
We do this.
It's not as fun as this. Here's Simmons. Oh, just dumps it in nicely to Caden Lee.
Mind you, they finished the season 11-1.
Simmons by a little time, will throw on the run, has a receiver.
They lost to Georgia.
On the far side.
The Bulldogs.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Then they had that game.
Direct snap goes right to Taylor, and he gets into the end zone.
They let them boys come back. They got a little lax.
First rushing touchdown.
You know what I'm saying?
Second rushing touchdown of the season. Pressure comes, down goes Tompkins. See, Graham just beats his one-on-one up front and hits a lot of pressure with the twists and the stunts that's happening. And obviously, being able to get that stop on third down, that means a lot for this Ole Miss defense as he shows his athleticism, hopping and hurdling over people to secure that sack in the punt attempt on fourth down. So the Ole Miss Rebels will go to 9-1. The Citadel will fall to 4-6. Coming up next for this Ole Miss team will be a date with the Florida Gators right here in Vaughn Hemingway. Your impressions?
Let's go. We do this. We do this. Trying to tell y'all, man. What you thought it was a game? It ain't no game out here. We do this. Come on, Slim. Stop it. Stop it. Let's see what the analyst's saying. Don't listen to me. Let's see what the analyst's saying.
There is not a quarterback in the SEC that I would fear more playing on a given Saturday than Trinidad at Ole Miss. Whoa. Not one. There's something about this cat right now, Trinidad, with Lane Kiffin more dialed in and a step ahead, maybe 2 steps ahead. Every other defensive coordinator that he's facing, including Kirby Smart, including Brent Venables. I just don't want to play these guys. I'm watching a guy who now has fast eyes. Lane has gotten him to the point where he totally 100% understands where to look with those eyes, what he's looking for, and what the beater is. I'm also here to tell you, while he's a work in progress as a passer, and I'm not saying he's ever going to be this really good starter in the NFL, I'm drafting Trinidad at some point.
You hear that?
In April. There is not a quarterback in the SEC that I would fear more playing on a given Saturday.
Listen to the analyst. Don't listen to me. Listen to the analyst.
Whoa, not one. There's something about this cat right now, Trinidad.
Little cuz right here.
With Lane Kiffin more dialed in and a step ahead, maybe 2 steps ahead. Every other defensive coordinator that he's facing, including Kirby Smart, including Brent Venables. I just don't want to play these guys. I'm watching a guy who now has fast eyes. Lane has gotten him to the point where he totally 100% understands where to look with those eyes, what he's looking for, and what the beater is. I'm also here to tell you, while he's a work in progress as a passer, and I'm not saying he's ever going to be this really good starter in the NFL, I'm drafting Trinidad at some point in April. There is not a quarterback in the SEC that I would fear more playing.
Don't listen to me.
Saturday.
Listen to the analyst.
Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss. Whoa. Not one. There's something about this cat right now, Trinidad, with Lane Kiffin more dialed in and a step ahead, maybe 2 steps ahead. Every other defensive coordinator that he's facing, including Kirby Smart, including Brent Venables. I just don't want to play these guys. I'm watching a guy who now has fast eyes. Lane has gotten him to the point where he totally 100% understands where to look with those eyes, what he's looking for, and what the beater is. I'm also here to tell you, while he's a work in progress as a passer, and I'm not saying he's ever going to be this really good starter in the NFL, I'm drafting Trinidad at some point in April.
Of Virginia, the 7'6" enslaved man who made masters flee in fear, and he died free, yes, as a maroon, lived off the land, and knew what he needed to survive. On the night of October 23rd, 1856, in Halifax County, Virginia, something impossible happened. A man who had been displayed like a circus animal, studied like a laboratory specimen, and worked like a beast of burden, finally broke his chains. Goliath stood 7 feet and 6 inches tall. This is Black AF history. These are the stories that they don't teach you in schools and they hide and take out of the history books. I'll link it below. Grab it while it's still on sale. His hands could palm a man's skull like a child holds an apple. His shoulders were so broad that he had to turn sideways through most doorways. And on that October night, those hands that had carried impossible loads, those arms that had studied and measured and mocked because instruments of the most brutal justice Halifax County had ever witnessed. By dawn, 8 white men lay dead. The Blackwood family was erased from existence, and the entire South learned a terrifying lesson. There is no chain strong enough to hold a man who has decided he would rather die free than live enslaved. And this is the story, and it's true. Goliath became a killer, but we must understand how Cornelius Blackwood turned a human being into a weapon. The auction block in Richmond, Virginia, September 1841. Cornelius Blackwood had come looking for field hands, strong backs to work his tobacco plant.
Earn up to 4.1% on your dollars paid weekly. USDG is a stable.
Yeah, y'all gonna learn some history over here too. This ain't just about jokes and games over here. You feel me? We gonna get on our Black history. You feel me? Yeah. Let's keep this thing going. Do y'all know what y'all looking at? You don't know what you're looking at, but let me tell you, that's Shaquille O'Neal moms. You feel me? We let her know we part of the Chambliss clan. And why do that make a difference? Because her mother is named Odessa Chambliss. She married one of my relatives, Roll Chambliss. Okay. She married into a Chambliss. She married to become a Chambliss back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I was asking, was that Shaquille mother? Was that Shaquille father mother, or was that her mother? She said that was her mother. And on Bethune Cookman campus, they have a free clinic that they run and fund for women that don't have insurance. Rustin having Odessa Chambliss and Shaquille O'Neal moms. You feel me? Yeah. Let me let y'all hear something. Just so you know what this is. Ain't no games over here. We don't play no games. As they say, we got the receipts. So this is my wife. Hi.